Hey guys, this is Doug from TechHog.com, and today I have the Acer Iconia Tab w500. This is a Windows 7 tablet directly from Acer. I'm going to be reviewing it and unboxing it, so stay tuned. Alright, now as you can see, I already cut it open so I don't have to fidget with a knife on camera. Okay, here we go. So opening the box, we have the Acer Setup Configuration Quick Guide. Tells you what to do with the tablet dock, the Acer ring for the 5 points of touch, some neat nifty pictures. Yeah. Inside we have the Recovery DVD, Disc 1 and 2 for Windows 7 Home Premium 32-bit. Underneath all that jazz is what most people care about. This is the tablet itself. Here we go. It's a fairly large tablet. It has a 1.3 megapixel camera up top, and it has a nice large screen with the authentic Windows 7 logo. Windows button, the Acer on the bottom middle, and that's pretty much it. It's fairly heavy, to be honest, but you know, Acer's Iconia line has been pretty heavy from what I've experienced. On this side we have the power button, the volume rocker with headphones. We have a HDMI port actually, which is pretty interesting because a lot of them you see micro HDMI. This actually has full HDMI. In here we have a card reader for your SD cards. On the bottom we have another what looks like USB port. A orientation lock. This is USB port and your docking port as well. On this side we have the AC power adapter, and that looks like it. So we're going to put this aside. And underneath that comes the other awesome thing with this tablet. Is a docking keyboard. The plus side to this tablet is it does have the docking keyboard, and it feels really nice. Feels like a netbook. The bad thing is it doesn't add any additional battery to your device like the Asus Transformer tablet line, which adds an extra additional like 8 hours of battery. This one doesn't add any additional battery at all. Has a little trackpad mouse in the middle, and your two mouse buttons right here. So we'll put that aside and see what else we have in the box. On the bottom we have the quick guide, and then looks like your AC adapter can be plugged in and turned any degree direction you so desire. And that looks like it. Then we have the nice, large, actually, wow, power adapter for, and here's the little prong plug-in thing. Power adapter for your Acer W500 tablet. Which is actually fairly nice because I have the Transformer tablet and my charging cord is only about 2.5–3 feet long, which is a little upsetting because it's hard to use while charging. But enough about the Asus tablet. Let's go back to the Acer Iconia tablet, which we're reviewing. So we'll put all this aside. Here we have the tablet. Let's hope it has some charge in it. If not, that's going to be embarrassing. Put all this aside. Okay. Well, first let's turn it on. Awesome. Looks like it has some sort of juice. Let's take the screen protector off. Okay, so like I stated before, 1.3 megapixel camera on the front, and then don't want to touch the screen. On the back, we have another 1.3 megapixel webcam. We have what looks like your sound bar, some fans up top if you could see them, and then it looks like, I think we have fans on the side too. Yeah, we have fans right here. The first time I saw this tablet, I thought this was actually a CD drive, but I was wrong, of course. So it's still starting up. So let's actually see what this dock looks like. Oh wow. So the dock flips up like that, and here's the docking port for the tablet. And let's dock this bad boy. Okay. Now, it does take a little bit for the keyboard to be recognized, but actually, let's do this update. Why not? So anyway, the keyboard feels really nice. Like I said, netbook size, has a full number row with, actually it has the F commands as well. So one thing a lot of people like to do with this is install the new Windows 8, and the easy way to do that is to get into the BIOS and boot from your flash drive. So getting the BIOS would be easy now, having a row of numbers, or the F row. Let's detach this. Okay, so the tablet itself, let's open Internet Explorer. The touchscreen is actually very responsive. I'm going to have to log into my network. Connect. Okay. I'm going to call this home because that's where it is. And okay, close that. So sure, why not? So let's try this again. So the keyboard comes up. Here's a virtual keyboard, which is nice to use. We're going to type in Google, which strangely enough doesn't come up. The keyboard is actually really nice. I will never be using this because I'll always have my dock with me, but this is very nice. And of course, Windows 7 comes with the writing tool as well. So if you have a stylus, which I happen to have, you could use the writing tool. And I'm not lefty, so I'm going to switch hands. You could use the writing tool to write what you want, then insert it. And you could insert hey. So if you have a stylus, you could actually use that, and it works actually pretty well. Hey Arnold, do a barrel roll, no thanks. So touchscreen is very responsive for running Windows 7, and it actually will run a lot of games and programs. One of the few questions I've had was, does it run games that are running on my netbook or my laptop or computer at home? And to be honest with you, it does. It is running things not as smoothly as you would hope, but it still runs devices or games. It has a AMD dual-core processor, C50, which is a very good dual-core processor for a tablet of this time. This, of course, came out almost a year ago. It has 32 gigabytes of solid state drive, hard drive space, and it has 2 gigabytes of memory. And 2 gigabytes of memory is pretty good considering tablets have 1 gigabyte of memory now. I actually have a tablet to compare this to. Here is we're going to size aside. Here is the Transformer tablet with the dock. See, comparing the two, this one, the W500 does look larger than the Asus transformer. And the thing I like about the transformer is you can hinge it closed or open it like a netbook, where this, it's locked in place. You can't hinge it closed. You have to detach it, which I'll show you in a minute. The tablet, like I said before, is pretty heavy, but for what you're getting is essentially a touchscreen netbook. It works very well. So to dock the tablet, you want to pull it up out of its, there you go, pull it up out of its dock, and I guess putting it on sleep or whatever wouldn't hurt. And then you close this, and what happens is this round, there's like a round magnet right here that hooks into the round part of the keyboard, and you hear a click, and once you hear a click, you slide the bottom just like you would to open a laptop or something, and that locks it in place. Now the dock has USB and Ethernet on one side, and on the other side it has just straight USB. So you're not getting, like I said, the extra battery or anything, but you are getting 2 extra USB ports, which is fairly nice because considering they practically made the bottom 2 USB ports here and here unusable. So that's the review of the Acer Iconia w500 tablet. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and we're sure to get back to you. Hope you enjoyed.